There we go. Nike Air Monarchs. Been buying these shoes for years. Unfortunately, this happens to be the fourth pair that I've had to purchase within about the last 5 months. And what happens is, after a week or two, sometimes even less than that, the shoes develop a squeaking sound with the air bubbles underneath the insert in the sole of the shoe. And you know, for the amount of money that you pay for these shoes, it doesn't seem right that they should go bad and then you would have to take them back time and time again to get a shoe that doesn't squeak. This last pair, the third pair that I had before the pair that you see in the video here, they were good. They were 2 months old, and then they developed this squeak, and it was driving me crazy because every time I'd step down, my left shoe would go rah, 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 like a duck, and it started to drive me nuts. So I went ahead and took them back. Luckily, the local store has a return policy that you can take anything back at any time for any reason. So I did. And you're probably saying at this point in time, why is this nut job keep buying these shoes or returning these shoes and getting the same pairs over and over and over again? I can't answer that. But anyway, here I am, and I'm going to go back to a pair of shoes that I've had for several years that have turned into my yard shoes. And they actually just have a little bit of a squeak in one of the shoes, which, considering they're the same shoes, same brand, same model, everything, they don't squeak as much. The one shoe has a little bit of squeak in it in the left shoe, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart and find out what's inside the shoe and what's causing it to squeak. So if you bear with me, we'll go through this, we'll cut one open and see what's in there. Here's my yard shoes. Alright, Nike Air Monarch. Same brand, same make. I've been wearing these for years and years. They've got to the point where I didn't want to wear them around anymore because they weren't clean anymore, so I used them in the yard. They work well. Cut the grass, weed whack, whatever. So here we go. I've got one shoe kind of partially cut into, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my razor knife. I'm going to see if, as you can see, I've started to cut this one apart. It's good to do this with a good blade, but with any tool, you always want to have your safety precautions. You don't ever pull a tool like this towards you, because inevitably it can cut you and take you to the hospital. So hopefully that won't happen to me today. This leather upper seems to be cutting pretty smoothly. And I did put a new blade in this razor knife, so we should be able to cut through this fairly simply. And always know where your hands are when you're doing this, because it can come apart and hurt you pretty badly. Alright, here we go. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, okay, so I'm a little bit nuts. But I just want to see what's going on inside of these shoes that makes them squeak. Alright, so there we go. We got two halves. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can't pull this sole out of here. There you go. That's what's underneath the sole. So let's slice down the middle here. Okay, this one doesn't want to seem to come apart that easily. Let me make some more slits here. Alright, so what have we got in here? Got little air bubbles. I see. I must have popped this one when I was cutting it, because this is the air part. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Interesting. So that's how that comes apart. So here's the air portion. That's the air part. And I can feel a little bit of air still in there, so I must not have... Yeah, I cut it. If you could see that right there. So that's the air in the Nike Air. And there you go. You've got the little pockets. Not a bad design, I guess. Now, why do they squeak? Alright, there's the squeak. Found it. I guess maybe if this bottom part here rubs against, when you step, it maybe rubs against this foam part if there's not enough glue down here, and then that's where the squeaking comes from. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, go ahead and subscribe. Tell all your friends. Thanks for watching. Till next time, see ya.